I'm Jess, and I'm 19 years old, and this was me in 2022 when I was just 16 years old.
It's the most terrifying thing in the whole world. You just got to do it. It's the best feeling when you go down the ramp and feel like you're flying. The adrenaline, it's amazing. It's brilliant.
That's right, when I was 16 years old, my mum thought it was a good idea to put me on BBC News. So let's talk about it. First of all, let's take it back to December 2021. So in December 2021, I competed in a Scoot GB competition, which is a national competition in the UK, and I competed in the girls category. I'm a girl, right, let's just get that clear. So I ended up winning this competition. You know, I don't know how I did it. Thank you, Lucy, for not competing. But I ended up getting first and ended up getting picked up by my dream sponsor. I'm no longer with them, but that was the thing. Also the year of 2021, I also competed in the World Championships where I came fourth. No, I've never got a podium in the World Championships, we do not talk about that. And my mum thought after this, at 16 years old, which was counted young at the time, she's going to get in touch with BBC News. That was all fun and games. I was terrified. I'm speaking to a camera now, but 16-year-old me? Someone's coming up to me at the skate park and I'm like, no, we're not doing this today. It's little me. Yeah, I look young, I look like 12, 13, but I was 16, I promise you that. Terrified. I'm so glad they cut it out, because it basically just went like this. Tell me how you got into scootering. My brother. Okay, why don't you try and speak a little bit slower? My brother got me into scootering when I was little. He was younger than me. It's okay. All of this will be cut out of you not knowing what to say. That's how it went. Thanks to the guy that knew what he was doing and didn't take the piss out of that, because I would have. I did a backflip and he was like, oh, you know, do it again because you're like, I was like, something like that, because I thought that's what he wanted. Because I was doing a trick and he was like, oh, something like that. And he was like, oh, do that again, that would be sick. So I did it again and yeah, now looking back at it, I should have probably used that. And the tricks I did were absolute shit. I'll be honest with you, they were shit. What was I doing? I was doing bar spins, tail whips, bar twists. I was trying to make a thing for scootering in the news, and I decided that, yeah, it was a good idea to just do the easy tricks. Also some of them tricks, like a 360 whip, I can no longer do, but we can leave that behind in the interview and not tell anyone that I can't do the tricks, some of the tricks I did. But another thing was my mum speaking. This is how that went. Yes, she got into scootering when she was like little. The eyes.
But it was the best experience. I'm so proud of all of the women that took to the park, because the park was huge. Sort of got used to it now, but at the beginning my heart was in my mouth and it was really, really frightening, and at times I couldn't watch.
It was actually filmed on her birthday, so it would kind of make sense. She was not ready for it, she didn't even know that was a thing. But great to be involved. Yes, I got the, you know, the casual, I saw you on the news, which I found really cool. Like a 16-year-old, I'm only 19, but when I was 16 I felt quite cool. That's like no more, that lasted for like 3 days, but we don't talk about that. Can I also take in that it was 10 AM, I got to miss school. I was in like year 10, year 11 in the UK. That was the best bit. Well, but it was not. But I thought it was the coolest experiences of my life, even though it could have gone a lot better than it did. But the editing of the whole video, absolutely amazing. Like they've cut out all these little bits where I was like but it was like, it was good. It was really good. Massive thanks to BBC News, because Prevan now support me massively. If you want to head down to their skate park, then please do. They're really nice and kind there, and it's definitely worth it. But now we're in a different place, and it's now 3 years later, and a lot has changed. I now have a completely different sponsors, and now I own my own company. Didn't expect this to happen, but it has happened. It's very different, thanks to Rect, thanks to Artec, thanks to you, not me, you, because I wouldn't really be anywhere without it, or scootering, or any of that. That's weird to think about. Having a sponsor when I was on the news, I think, was really cool. Like, the coolest thing. Think about it, when I was like 11 or 12, I was like, I want to be sponsored by MGP, and thinking back, being on the news and being sponsored by MGP all within like a month, that's mental, because it was in January 2022 and I got sponsored by MGP in December 2021. So that was like, it was perfect time. I also got on the news for coming fourth in the world. Yeah, I don't know, see why that is an achievement. That is a bit embarrassing. You can't even get third, you have to get fourth. What the hell is going on there? If you want more videos about random experiences or random accomplishments I've had, maybe not ones that are as awkward as going on the news at 16 years old and it being the most awkward experience of your life, and having the social abilities of a 3-year-old, yeah, let me know down below. Thanks for watching.